Nationwide celebrations took place, with more than 10 cities participating together. This year's Navy Day reached an unprecedented scale, featuring the debut of combat vessels, support ships, and specialized ships, with ship access broader and more extensive than ever before. Experience a deep blue maritime showcase shared by the public, highlighting 77 years of the Navy's equipment upgrades, expanding missions, and evolving capabilities. A new episode of It's Time for Military Intelligence will be released soon. Exploring global military hotspots with in-depth analysis. Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of It's Time for Military Intelligence. I'm John Lu. In this episode, we are joined by military commentator Zhang Zhuanch. Mr. Zhang, hello and welcome. Hello to the host and to all our viewers. April 23rd marks the 77th anniversary of the founding of the Navy. Today, the Navy continues to expand its capabilities. The aircraft carrier Fujian has been commissioned. The new generation amphibious assault ship Sichuan has completed multiple sea trials, and the number of 10,000-ton destroyers has reached double digits. These impressive achievements have inspired national pride and drawn global attention. During this year's Navy Day Open Base events, more than 40 active vessels were showcased, with several types opening to the public for the first time. Why has the Navy placed increasing emphasis on Navy Day activities? What are the highlights of the vessels and equipment open to the public? What missions have they carried out, and what roles have they played? We will address these questions in this episode. First, let's take a look at a short video capturing the scale of this year's Navy Day. On April 23rd, the Navy celebrated its 77th anniversary. To mark the occasion, open base events were held simultaneously in more than 10 cities across the country, including Qingdao, Dalian, Shanghai, Ningbo, and Zhangjiang. More than 40 active major vessels were presented to the public, with several classes opening for the first time. Both the number and variety of ships reached a new high. The lineup included frontline combat vessels as well as specialized support ships. Among them were Type 05 guided missile destroyers, Type 05 frigates, Type 071 amphibious transport docks, Type 081 minesweepers, Type 903 replenishment ships, ocean-going training vessels, and integrated submarine rescue ships. Some of the vessels showcased have participated in missions such as escort operations in the Gulf of Aden, international joint exercises, joint training, and goodwill visits abroad, playing key roles in long-distance operations. Others returned to their namesake cities for the first time, meeting local residents and strengthening community connections. Collaborative activities between naval vessels and their namesake cities were held simultaneously, with landmark buildings in dozens of cities illuminated with themed lighting. During the event, not only were ships showcased in a centralized manner, but key facilities such as naval aviation stations and military port docks were also open to the public. Visitors could interact closely with naval personnel and experience elements of naval culture such as knot tying and signal flags, gaining an immersive sense of maritime tradition. This year's open base events for the Navy's 77th anniversary featured a record number and variety of vessels. In addition to warships, several aviation stations and military port docks were also open to the public. The fact that the event was held across more than a dozen cities reflects the Navy's growing emphasis on public engagement. What do you think is the reason behind this? Over the past 77 years, the Navy has developed from modest beginnings into a modern and capable maritime force. We hope to present these significant achievements, especially in naval shipbuilding, to the public. This also reflects the Navy's increasingly open, transparent, and confident approach. Through direct interaction with naval vessels and bases, the public can deepen their understanding of the sea, maritime strength, and naval development, fostering greater interest in building a strong maritime nation. Some media outlets have described this year's Navy Day as having an unprecedented level of system-wide participation. Do you agree with this view, and why? Yes. First, this is evident in the number of ship classes opened to the public for the first time. For example, the Type 081 minesweeper Qingzhou was made accessible to visitors for the first time in Dalian. In addition, the lineup included destroyers, amphibious landing ships, and logistics vessels representing both combat and support elements essential to the Navy's operational system, and most were open to visitors. In fact, the number of vessels opened to the public has been increasing each year. Beyond Ship Tour, Navy Day also featured interactive activities with strong naval characteristics, such as knot tying, signal flags, and light signal demonstrations. Some people believe these activities help strengthen the connection between citizens and the Navy. What is your view on this? At this year's Open Day events, we saw many members of the public, especially teenagers, enthusiastically participating in these hands-on activities. These experiences help them develop a deeper interest in naval culture. For example, knot tying is a fundamental skill for naval personnel, and today, there are more than 20 practical applications for these techniques. One example is mooring a vessel at the dock, which requires securing the ship with ropes. Many of these young people may apply to military academies in the future and eventually join the Navy, becoming part of the next generation of talent. This is one of the goals of our event. Yes! Whether it is the impressive Navy-themed light displays or the engaging hands-on skill activities, the public can truly feel the lively atmosphere of Navy Day. Now, let's follow our camera and take a look at one of the open ships. I am currently aboard the Navy vessel Domping Lake at Pier 3. Domping Lake is a Type 903 large ocean-going comprehensive replenishment ship, commissioned in December 2015, with a full load displacement of more than 20,000 tons. The ship is capable of dual-side, triple direction for station simultaneous replenishment, efficiently delivering fuel, fresh water, and dry goods even in challenging sea conditions. It is also equipped with a hangar and a helicopter deck to support three-dimensional resupply and emergency transfers. Inside the medical area of Domping Lake, you can find a full range of medical equipment, including ultrasound machines, X-ray systems, and dental treatment units. The ship is staffed with professional medical personnel capable of performing surgical procedures, functioning much like a mobile hospital at sea. Domping Lake also features an independently developed containerized plant-growing system that allows vegetables to be cultivated without soil, ensuring that crew members can enjoy freshly harvested greens during long voyages. The plant-growing module includes 6 components: environmental control, nutrient solution circulation, intelligent monitoring, and auxiliary system units. More than 30 varieties of leafy vegetables can be grown, enabling stable, efficient, and year-round production. With just a tap on the screen, the intelligent monitoring system displays real-time data such as temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide levels inside and outside the container. Each plant-growing container can produce about 100 kilograms of vegetables every 30 days. These freshly harvested vegetables are then delivered to other ships in the formation through at-sea replenishment, ensuring that all personnel have access to fresh and nutritious food. I am now aboard the new rescue and salvage vessel Spiegel Lake. Although it was not part of the Open Day lineup, it is docked at the same port, giving me a first-hand sense of the Navy's growing diversity and capabilities. Compared with the comprehensive submarine rescue vessels open to the public in Qingdao and other regions, the Spiegel Lake has a different mission focus and hull configuration. To begin with, its aft deck is equipped with a large capacity crane. This provides stronger lifting capability, enabling it to handle deep water salvage operations and heavy equipment hoisting more effectively. The aft deck also features a modular, universal platform that can accommodate deep diving rescue submersibles, underwater robots, and other specialized equipment, making the ship more adaptable to various missions. This modular design also supports future upgrades and improvements to rescue equipment. In addition, the ship's helicopter takeoff and landing platform is located on the foredeck, offering more operational space and smoother navigation, which enhances air-sea coordination and three-dimensional rescue capability. The Spiegel Lake is also equipped with comprehensive medical facilities, functioning much like a small community hospital at sea. It includes an operating room, several dedicated medical wards,